Hey guys, my name is Yamilet Garces and I'm going to be discussing Ascaris Lumbricoides. I chose this topic because growing up, my mom always told me that if I ate junk food, worms were going to grow inside of my stomach. I didn't believe her, nor did I think such a phenomenon could occur until I heard about roundworms in high school. This sparked my interest and curiosity in intestinal worms and how they survive and reproduce in our bodies for long periods of time. What it is. Ascaris lumbricoides first evolved from wild pigs, which is known as a stom, until it infested humans and became what it is known today. Ascaris lumbricoides is a giant intestinal roundworm that causes the human infection of Ascariasis. Male and female pathogens range in size. Adult female range from 20 to 30 centimeters long, while male adults are smaller in size, ranging from 15 to 30 centimeters. They are typically pinkish or white in color and are long with tapered ends and round heads, hence the name roundworms. As we learned in Chapter 9, certain bacteria or parasites require certain levels of oxygen to survive, while others require little to none. Ascaris lumbricoides, in this case, can survive in both aerobic and anaerobic environments, making it a facultative anaerobe. Transmission. You can contract this infection by ingesting the eggs of a roundworm through food or water. These worms rely on your body's temperature to develop, mate, and lay more eggs, making the human host a crucial part of its survival and reproduction. Most commonly, in developing countries, ascariasis is transmitted through hand-to-mouth contact. The worms living inside a human's intestine lay eggs that exit through the host's stool. If the person poops outside on soil, the egg hatches and contaminates the soil, which in turn can contaminate food and water. Additionally, due to the lack of proper water filtration systems in these poor countries, the eggs of the roundworms manage to pass through and infest food growing in soil, as well as any water sources that civilians may use, which creates a recurring cycle, infesting more and more individuals. So, some symptoms. You may or may not experience any symptoms depending on where the worm is located in your body and the amount of worms you have living in your gut or intestines. Nonetheless, you may experience abdominal pain that comes and goes. A worm or multiple worms may appear in your stool or vomit. Adult worms cause severe abdominal pain and swelling, loss in appetite, therefore leading to weight loss as well as nausea, vomit, and diarrhea. Larvae can infect lungs, causing symptoms as that of pneumonia, which include wheezing, coughing, fever, and difficulty breathing. But how does it enter the lungs? Well, after A. lumbricoides eggs land in your intestines, they hatch to produce larvae, which end up in your bloodstream until they reach and enter your lungs, where they remain for about 2 weeks. Then they pass through your air sacs in your lungs and into your throat, where you end up re-swallowing them, ending back in your intestines. There, the worm produce a pepsin inhibitor, which prevent host enzymes from digesting it. Moreover, Ascaris lumbricoides uses longitudinal muscular activity to attach itself to the host's intestines, which allows it to not get excreted out through the digestive pathway. Adult worms can live in the gut for about 6 to 24 months. So, classification and origin. Ascaris lumbricoides is a soil-transmitted helminth, or STH. It is the largest nematode or parasitic worm. Its class is Saturnitia. It belongs to the Ascarididae family. It's part of the Ascaris genus, and it belongs to the Animalia kingdom. So, morphology. Underneath the microscope, you can see various morphological features of this parasitic worm, such as muscle cells, which are seen in cross sections, as well as the cuticle, which is actually the teeth of the Ascariasis worm. The eggs are oval to round and can only be seen under a microscope. If the eggs are not frozen, an embryo can be seen developing inside of them. Adult A. lumbricoides have a mouth opening at the anterior end with 3 or 6 lips. So, as treatment and prevention. Ascariasis is usually treated with antiparasitic medications such as albendazole or mebendazole. These medications are taken orally for up to 3 days to kill adult worms. In worst cases, surgery is required to remove worms which have begun to block the intestine, bile duct, or appendicitis. Surgery is also necessary to repair any damages they may have caused. In this slide, I have uploaded a video of a doctor plucking out Ascaris lumbricoides worms from the small intestine. Additionally, in order to prevent ascariasis, individuals should wash their hands often, wash and cook all raw vegetables and fruits, only drink bottled water if traveling to a country with poor water filtration, and avoid touching dirt or soil in any of these developing countries. Now, lastly, my thought questions for you guys are: what intestinal damages do Ascaris lumbricoides cause? And how can developing countries lower the spread of ascariasis? Thank you.